See, that's to let you know that you need to behave.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so tonight we're going to review, but before I do the review, do you have all your sheets printed out that we're going to work on tonight? You did staff paper and everything? Okay. Well, you're good students. So
We're old. We should be good.
So the first thing we're going to work on, you're going to need a piece of your staff paper, blank paper, and this that I sent you, we're going to work with, okay? All right. So I know you've all seen music already, but you probably have no idea what this stuff is called. So we're going to work with, and I didn't draw the clef signs on. I'm going to have you do that. But anyway, I'm just going to walk you through this a little bit. So I have the music alphabet up at the top, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's it. And of course, and then it repeats. So when we read music, music starts, and I'm gonna say this. You can go ahead and look at your piece of paper as I talk you through this. Music starts at the very beginning with your clef signs. Okay? Always remember, it doesn't start with the notes. It starts with where the clef signs are. So what I'd like you to do is take your whatever you're writing with, and I'd like you to draw a bar line at the beginning where it says bar line, and then you're going to draw your brace. We're going to make a grand staff. Okay, so on the top staff, I want you to draw your treble clef, and on the bottom, you're going to draw your bass clef. And I'll do that here. Do that with you. Slow me down. Slow me down. So when you're done with it, it should look like that. Treble clef on the top, bass clef in the bottom. Okay. When you have that done, then at the very end, I want you to draw a double bar line. So the outside line is thicker than the line on the inside. When you're done with that, then I want you to divide with bar lines, just like I did here, on the paper that you have. And then we'll call those measures. Let me know when you're done. All done? Okay. So we now have a grand staff. So I'm going to walk you through this. Your brace is what makes it a grand staff. Treble on the top, bass clef on the bottom. This is what you'll see on a lot of choral music. You'll see it on your bell music, where you're using lower bells. This is the way piano music is written. Now, does anybody know what the double bar line means? I'll start there. This is simple. Song's over. That's it. That's the end. The end.
The end.
Whenever you have a double bar line, you're done. So the bar lines that you drew in here, okay, that divides the music into measures. Now you've heard of measures, right? Because I'll say measure, number, whatever. So the measures divide, or the bar lines, I'm sorry, divide the music into units. You can think of it that way. And I'm setting you up like this because if we have time next week, which I think we will, we're going to start with notes and duration of notes. And then that's going to lead us into counting. Oh, yippee. That's where the rubber hits the road. You can all count to 4, right?
Yep.
First of the
Yeah.
time.
See, then this will be easy. Okay. So that I do want you to know what we just did here. That's really, really important. Okay, now for fun, if I can do my screen sharing, I'm getting a little better with this. I think I can do it without the mouse. I'm going to run 2 videos and see how successful I can do this. I did it this afternoon without a problem. Okay, the first one I'm going to run for you is going to be, they're like flashcards. You can just say the letter names of the notes in your head. All right. It's a music spelling bee. Ready? Here we go.
Just believe in yourself. You can do it. To play the game, see if you can figure out what word is spelled with the music notes. If you can figure it out before the bell rings, give yourself a point. For lines, think every good burger deserves fries. First space, just spell face. F-A-C-E. Ready? Great work. Keep practicing.
Okay. How did you do?
2,
You got 2 wrong or 2 right?
either way.
Did you do okay?
I'm a little slow. Yeah, I figured it out. But
Yeah, they don't give me enough time.
Yeah.
Okay, well, see, that's where the learning comes in, the
Just have to keep
memorization.
practicing.
Yep, well, I'm going to send you this video so you can practice
Okay,
with
good.
it this week.
Okay,
You
good.
can write them down. Now, the next video I'm going to show you is about bass clef. So, well, you'll appreciate it if you know the original song. But I found this and I thought it was really cute. So this is all bass clef. Let me pull that one up. All right, here we go.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass. Yeah, it's pretty clear. My notes don't sound high, but I can sing it. Down low, it ain't no lie. 'Cause I got that boom boom that all the tubas chase. All the low notes and all the low places. Yeah, I'm the bass Clef. Big dot on my fourth line. You know that line is F because F is my sign. Looks like a backward C. Just add 2 dots and all my lines and spaces go from the bottom to the top. You can remember my line notes by good boys to find a way. Show. And for my spaces, say all cows eat grass 'cause they like to graze. All cows eat grass. And on the grand staff, my notes can be found under middle C. Show. And when you get to the bottom, the lowest line is a G. Because you know I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass. Hey, I'm bringing low notes back. Go ahead and tell the squeaky high notes there. If you play bass guitar or slide trombone, then read my F clef 'cause I go from G to A, from the bottom to the top. You can remember my line notes by good boys to find a way. And for my spaces, say all cows eat grass 'cause they like to graze. All cows eat grass. And on the grand staff, my notes can be found under middle C. And when you get to the bottom, the lowest line is a G. Because you know I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass. Because you know I'm all about.
I was eating because I was stressed out, candy bar.
Okay. Did you like that?
Yes.
Did you know the song?
No.
Oh, you didn't? That was cute though, wasn't it?
Yep.
All right. I see there's something in the chat here. I will stay on. I can hear. Okay, Mary. Very good. I just thought that was the cutest thing ever. Good burgers deserve fries. I mean, whatever works. Okay, so I'm going to focus a little bit on bass clef, and then we're going to talk about ledger lines. I know I showed you some last week. So let's get your lesson number 10, where it says bass note writing. So it's this one. Lesson number 10.
Okay.
So we're spelling words here. Let's go ahead and just do 2 lines, and then you can use the rest for practice this week. And these are just whole notes again, like we've been doing. Wasn't me.
Might have been me, I'm not sure.
So when you're done spelling the word ace, let me know. That's your last one. Last.
Done.
Okay, last measure in the second line.
Mhm.
Then when you're done with that, go grab lesson 11, and we're going to do the first 2 lines in lesson 11.
Okay.
So all you're going to do is write the letter name of the note on the line underneath the notes. Again, you're spelling words with this.
Done.
Okay.
Okay,
You done, Alvin?
yes, I am.
Okay. How about you, Kathy?
Yeah.
You good?
Mhm.
Okay. So you can use the rest of that to practice the bass clef this week.
Okay.
The next sheet you're going to need is lesson 24, but I'm going to teach you a little something here before we go on. You have printed notes here to work with. So here's something that no one knows. You've all seen notes, right?
Mhm.
There's two parts to a note. There's a stem and there's a note head. So you can make a note for yourself somewhere. There are two parts. Doesn't matter what kind of note it is, as long as it's got a stem on it and a note head. Doesn't matter if it's a half note, quarter note, or anything less than that. All right, so there's two parts to a note. Okay, all right, so let's move on to lesson 24. Now, what we've been doing so far, we've been working with notes on the lines and spaces of the staff. Last week, I did show you C and D on treble clef. So looking at the top of page 24, they're showing you A, B, C, and D on the treble clef. Okay. So they're showing you 4 notes below. And you see a little line through C. You see that little line?
Mhm.
And then there's a line above B, and then there's 2 lines with A. Those are called ledger lines. And ledger lines are used when notes are above or below the staff. We did away with that because in the medieval days, they had about 12 lines. So using ledger lines eliminates all that confusion. All right, so using that little example there on the top, go ahead and work those two. Go ahead and write the letter names of the notes in there for the treble clef. They're all ledger line notes below the staff, well, except for the E's. And you can always use that sheet that I sent you last week on reading the staff. And then when you're finished with that, we'll talk a little bit about that. Then we're going to move on to the bass clef.
Okay.
All done?
Yep.
Okay, good. Now, I just want to show you here with middle C. Okay, I'm going to do this as good. This is all backwards for me. But middle C, this middle C here, okay, that's below the staff, is the same as this C in the bass clef. It's the same note. It would sound the same. It's the same pitch, okay?
And that one's above the staff. Is that
Yes,
right?
in the bass clef, that's above the staff. So what happens when you're looking at the inner ledger lines, those are the lines between the bass and the treble clef. Looking at that A, you have two of those ledger lines. Now there's another one there's G too, and F, but you're not going to really see that stuff. A for right now is as low as you really need to know. You're not going to see too many of those notes. You're starting with the alphabet, and if you don't know what the note is just by sight, you can figure it out.
Mhm.
So your A is a line note, okay? Your B is a space note.
Mhm.
C is a line note. D is a space note. E is a line note.
Mhm.
And that's how you can figure it out. Just going by the alphabet. All right, so let's take a look at the bass clef. Now, again, C right here is the same as middle C up here,
Mhm.
okay? If I play that on the piano, it's the same pitch. It's exactly the same pitch.
But the stem is upside down.
That is correct. Then,
The head
and
note.
that's
Yeah.
and that's a music writing rule. That's a music writing rule. Good observation. So those are the notes. What you're seeing there on the ledger lines above the note, you'd see those notes in tenor singing, in a tenor voice. Okay, you'd see those. So go ahead and write in the letter names of the notes, and you can use that little diagram there to help you to figure it out. And then when you're finished, I'm going to work with some flashcards, and then I think we're going to be good.
Okay.
All done?
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't know if it's right, but
Exactly right.
Well, but you can check. You
yeah, I
have,
did. I'm kidding.
yeah, you can check it right there. You know, you can
Uh-huh.
check. Now, was that confusing?
Little bit.
I would agree. I think when you start working with the ledger lines, that once you get off the staff, it's a little confusing.
Mhm.
I don't think it's something that you're going to have to work with a lot.
Mhm.
Same way with bass clef. Now, if you're singers, if sopranos, altos, you're going to be reading treble clef notes. If you're a tenor, your bass, you're going to be reading off of the bass clef. Now, many years ago, up until, I'm not sure when they changed this, but altos would read off of an alto clef and the tenors read off of a tenor clef. So in music, going back, I'm going to say maybe going back 100 years ago, you would see 4 clefs, different clefs.
That'd be really confusing.
I was just born 100 years ago.
Well, it wasn't confusing to them, I don't believe, because that's all that they were used to doing, you know. So for us, yeah. And I've learned this stuff, and I remember having to read everything all at once, and that, you know, that was a good thing. All right. Let's do this. I'm going to have you use paper. You can use the backside of any of your sheets. I think I have a bunch of cards here. I don't know how many I have. You can just draw them in a straight column, and then we'll check them to see what they are. So I'm going to show you I'm going to show you the note, and then you write it down.
Oh.
You can number too. I'll give you some time here. So don't say it. Just write it what you think it is. Okay. Here's the next one. And here would be the third one. Have these. Oh, these are kind of easy here. All cows eat grass. So what acronym do you use for the lines for the bass clef?
Great big long striped animals.
I like that one.
Is that the right one?
Yep, that would be it. Okay. Now we're treble clef.
Oh, don't do that to me.
Nah, I want to mess with your brain.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah,
it.
wow.
I know what that one is. Yep.
Yeah, I told you I read off 3 staffs every week.
I don't see how you do
Yeah,
it.
but you're a professional.
Yeah, you've been doing
Well,
it for years.
That's what they say.
Oh, dear.
All cows eat grass.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Remember, music is read from the bottom up.
Bottom up.
That's right. That's really important. I'm giving your brain a good workout this evening.
Ah.
Okay, so if you know what this is,
Mhm.
then I want you to figure out what this is. We just did them. You can use your cheat sheet, but
I am.
oh,
Me too.
okay, okay.
I didn't get this.
Whoops, that one almost went on the floor. There we go. And this is
Oh,
middle
C.
C.
C, which is the same as the other C that we had. Now here's one for you. Let's see if you can figure out this using your alphabet skills and what you know about great big dogs fight animals. What would that note be? If your first
Oh,
line
D.
is a G,
A.
That's a D, right?
Oh, your first line is in
first line is a G.
A.
What alphabet did you learn?
Who, me?
Greek. What's the answer?
It's an F.
An F. Oh,
If
we
this is
flunked.
a G,
We flunked.
Oh, I was going backwards.
well,
I remember those grades F, yes.
so now this one you know.
Well, I don't see it. I can only,
That's your G, bass clef. I'm not mixing them up very much. I'm trying to be nice. And if you were a student of mine, you know that nice goes for so long. Okay, now I'm going to test your skills. We're going to treble clef. What is it?
ooh,
Oh, wow.
I know you're all looking at your treble clef inner ledger line notes right now.
A, isn't it?
So you have two ledger lines and the note is below it. So if the first ledger line is a C,
mhm,
go backwards in your alphabet and figure it out.
It's an A.
G,
CBA.
It's a G.
Like a G.
It's a G.
G.
So if that's a G, this is well, I'm really messing with your brains tonight.
F.
A.
F would be three ledger lines.
Oh.
It's an A.
It is an A. I'm almost done messing with you.
Oh, good.
You couldn't.
A B.
Okay. All right.
I think
So I'm going to go through the cards
Oh,
and I'll tell you what they are. Okay.
Okay.
This is first one, C.
great.
That's what you got, hopefully.
Yeah,
No?
I'm
that's okay.
100% so
I
far.
didn't get it.
Okay. All right. Bass clef now. This is B,
Mhm.
Mhm,
F,
Mhm.
E.
mhm.
You're all doing pretty good. D, there's your middle C,
Mhm. Here we are.
G, A,
Mhm. Oops.
B.
Yep.
Everybody knows what this is, right?
Middle C.
You got it. Taught you well. F,
Mhm.
I can pull these cards here. G,
Mhm.
A,
A.
G, treble clef. And by the way, that's the same as, wait, let's see if I can find it quickly. What's the same note? Come on. That's the same as this one. In other words, when I say it's the same, it would be the same pitch, okay? Or the same. And A, last one, B.
Okay.
How did you do?
Not too bad,
Did you?
but that's because I had a cheat sheet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Fine.
next
I'll have
week
to
when we do the
practice.
quiz, you won't have a cheat sheet.
Uh-oh.
Don't bank on it.
Well, see, I can't see your little desk where you are, so you could.
Yeah, we could.
I'm not going to. I might throw some of the ledger lines in there. Maybe those will be the bonus questions.
The bonus. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So the two new things that I taught you tonight that I want you to take away from this, besides the ledger lines that we just worked on, is this. Okay. Two parts to a note, your stem and your note head, and this.
Measures.
Okay. Because that's really important. Those bar lines, what everything is. And oh, do you know what this is? I forgot to put this in. I know you do. I know you know this. I'm going to draw it in quickly. I know you've seen it. You see what I added at the double bar line?
Yes.
The dots.
Got
Do you know what that? Do you know what that is? That's called a repeat sign.
Mhm.
Going.
That means do it again.
Do
Sing it again, play it again.
All right.
Okay.
I'm a bass. Yes.
It's all about that bass and that bass. I just thought that was really cute. All right, you did really well. That was a good brain workout.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah.
Now I need a coffee.
Either that or a calming cup of tea. I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope that you're enjoying the class, and I hope that you're learning.
Yes.
And it'll be really helpful with bells, singing, anything. It'll give you more confidence. That's the whole idea to doing this class. When you can understand music a little bit, it just gives you a little more confidence.
Good.
Now, when we start getting into note durations and counting, which is going to be coming up, I have a course that I use, and I'm going to pick and choose things from that. I can either send you the sound clips, or I can give you a CD. Now, this will be for practice. So you can let me know what you would like. Either or. Now, you won't need it for class. This will be for at home for practice. Okay.
No.
So let me know. Let me know by next week for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Because there will be a lot of ground to cover when we start that. And so I will run this class until the week before Thanksgiving, which is November 18th. This is the first part of it. Then part 2 is going to be starting counting. If this goes well, people are still interested in it, I would pick it up after the new year for a couple of weeks. Okay. All right. Any questions?
Not right now.
You understood and memorized everything completely, right?
I
No.
cannot not tell a lie.
And
No.
that's so sure about memorized.
That's going to be the secret next week, is going to be the memorizing.
Oh, no.
Okay.
How
Thank
did
you for
you
your
think,
time.
how did you do with the little spelling bee video? How did that go for you? Not too bad?
Wasn't bad.
Okay,
Not at all. Mhm.
that was good then.
Yes.
Okay, well,
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you very
you.
much for your time.
oh,
Yes.
you're welcome. I just hope you're learning and enjoying it. So I'll see you all Sunday.
Sunday.
Oh, are you coming to listen to the
I
band?
haven't decided yet. I think I might, but I have to write myself a note to remember. That's bad. But I will.
We won't be able to because we're picking up Arlene and Harold.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You have to pick them up until Carl's able to
Yes. Yeah. Mhm.
to
We
do
don't
that.
have to, but we choose to do so. Yes. Mhm.